Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to ASTV Productions' second broadcast of the day here in Parliament, Manitoba at Blackjack Stewart Arena. For those of you that were tuning into the Parliament Hockey Academy Buffaloes game versus the Prairie Hockey Academy game with Parliament, the Buffaloes won 4-3. We hope you guys are going to enjoy this one as well between the Notre Dame Hounds U17 team and the International Hockey Academy in the second game of the day here at the CSSHL Showcase Showcase from Parliament, Manitoba. Graham Forsyth here on the call today as the play-by-play commentator, along with color commentator Cody Wall. Both of these teams, Cody, I heard from a parent that they have a lot of familiarity of playing each other. This will be their fifth time playing each other this season. When you got so much familiarity with each other, playing each other so many times, especially so early on in the season, how would you expect the fifth matchup to go?
Well, usually when you see a team a lot, sometimes, you take liberties because you remember the last game or the game before. Maybe there was a big hit by a player that you didn't like. Sometimes when you don't have to have a short memory when you see a team so much, sometimes some of that can come into a game. Some of the physicality could get ramped up. Some of the aggressiveness could get ramped up just by, these teams seeing each other so much and not really liking each other if depending on how the matchups have gone.
Of course, this is our pregame show brought to you by Fabricland Winkler. Looking at it, let's get into the keys of the game here today. Starting off with IHA, what do you think they're going to need to do today? Coming into this game, of course, as the underdog to get the win against the Notre Dame Hounds.
Yeah, we almost kind of have a similar storyline as to, the Pilot Mountain game that we had just recently covered. We have a team that's, is still starving for their first win in International Hockey Academy, and we have a team that's done pretty well for themselves in Notre Dame. They're closer to the top of the standings as well, so IHA is going to want to maybe take some of the positives that Pilot Mountain was able to have in their game, just similar outcomes so far in the season, and try to emulate that, come out with a strong defensive play. They'll want to come out firing all cylinders right from the first drop of the puck.
I'll give the keys to the game for Notre Dame now. Really, yesterday I think something that they're going to need to work on is finding a way to get inside, finding a way to get into those high-danger scoring area chances. If we'll put it that way, to generate more scoring chances. We saw yesterday in that game, Notre Dame, later in the game, in that third period, they started getting into the slot, finding that open ice and getting better chances, resulting in goal for number 2, Edouard Hood, on the power play there later on, as well as just having a strong forecheck. You saw it when they started to up the forecheck, similar to how Pilot Mountain was yesterday in that game. They were really starting to, force Pilot Mountain to be hemmed in their zone, and also just utilizing their speed. This is a fast Notre Dame team, that can move the puck around looking for those backdoor plays. They're looking to finish those off today, I'd have to think, Cody. And of course, just being Simon Sound on the defensive side of things, they did a good job yesterday of covering things up, like the house, the red zone, whatever you want to call it, in front of the net. Starting lineups, we'll get to those in just a moment. Of course, this pregame, including now, brought to you by Fabricland. And enjoy the game, everyone. We'll get the starting lineups when we come back here on the network. Actually, we're just going to stick here. We're going to give the starting lineup right now. Starting for the Notre Dame Hounds in net, it's going to be Andrew Price. On the forward side of things, McLean Cooney, Kevin Schlatt, and Ryan Zabchuk. On the defense, Baden Powell and Tyler Stevenson. And then for International Hockey Academy, Lane Johnson, Baden Koss, and number 90, Luke Boletsky up front, and Sam Pickering and Caden Bodnar-Chuck on the defensive side of things, and Todd Hiscock getting the starting net for them in this game today. Cody, talking about a player to watch on Notre Dame's side of things. Yesterday, Aiden Murray had a very strong game, but for you, looking at this game, who would you say is the player to watch in today's game?
Yeah, just kind of looking over the stat sheet here and watching the game yesterday. I'd say Chad Bates. He's been a strong player for Notre Dame this year. He has been able to put up a number of points with 7 goals so far on the season and 6 assists for 13 points in his 7 games. I think he is going to be somebody who's going to try and get the offense going for Notre Dame off on the right foot.
What about for International Hockey Academy? Obviously looking to bounce back after yesterday's 9-1 loss to Prairie Hockey Academy. Who do you think that they're going to be looking to as your player to watch? Who do you think they'll be looking to get it going today?
So a player I think that is going to have a big part in his team's outcome is going to be goaltender number 35, Todd Hiscock. For a team that's been having trouble keeping the puck out of their own net with only 22 goals scored for and 64 against, they're going to be looking for their goaltending to keep them in this game if they want to try and get that goose egg that they do have in the win column turned into a 1.
Well, we're ready to drop the puck and get this thing started here between the Notre Dame Hounds and the International Hockey Academy. Zabchuk going to play that to Schlatt. Schlatt with a nice angle at the line. Shoots maybe off the head of Hiscock there early on. Not quite sure. They would have blown the play down maybe, but I'm not too sure how it works here. But big save by him to start things off. Nice chance by Schlatt. Coming in now is Baden Powell. Powell, his shot going to be high of the net. Now a big hit there early on by number 19, McLean Cooney. Powell playing it around the boards to number 17, Schlatt. It's going to be Cooper now. Getting that puck taken away from him. Going to be to number 13, Tayson Swampy. Swampy taking it around his net now. Leaving that for his teammate. Notre Dame in the zone here. That puck is going to be bobbled, and now it's going to be Tayson Swampy shoots off the post early on here for International Hockey Academy. Now Chad Bates tried to get through there, but unable to. Number 80, Riley Madden, sending that in and going off for a change. Now it's going to the International Hockey Academy coming out of their own end. Baden Koss, shot wide of the net and off of the boards. An opportunity there, but missing the net. Notre Dame playing that puck up. And now it's going to go past. It's going to be to Trey Schofield. Schofield now with the puck. He shoots. Save made there. A block. And now puck's going to be down low. Stevenson playing that around the boards. That's going to go out of the Notre Dame zone and down for an icing into the IHA zone. And we're going to see an offensive face-off opportunity here for the International Hockey Academy.
Yeah, we saw a big hit there early by number 71, Sam Josinet, on defense for IHA there. Looked like the Notre Dame player who was on the receiving end was a little slow to get up, but hopefully he is able to continue on.
Baden Powell, captain of this Notre Dame team, plays that to Schlatt. Going to be played out by Cooney. And that is is going to be another icing here coming up to Notre Dame. And one thing, Cody, that I didn't mention in the pregame for Notre Dame was just this team's ability to transition out of the zone. They were doing it really nicely yesterday. Guys like Aiden Murray were taking what was given to them, taking some open ice, and really they were transitioning out nicely. IHA, I feel like, gonna be hard on the forecheck today and to get things going here. And also Notre Dame came out a bit strong in this game here early on. Getting some a jump in their step here early on, and I feel like that's going to be huge for them to continue building off that momentum of a strong start. Yeah,
definitely come out of this out of the opening face-off with a lot of pep in their step here, and looking to get another one or get some offense generated here. So far we have zeros on the board, but looking to see if they can get change that up.
And now near the Notre Dame blue line, puck going to be sent into the Notre Dame zone. Icing waved off. Aiden Miller getting that over to Aiden Murray. Murray, his pass is going to be off the mark and going to be seeing another icing here early on.
One thing I've noticed early on by Notre Dame is their foot speed is definitely, it looks like they got a half step or a step on IHA on almost every play here. That is something that they're definitely going to want to, for Notre Dame, keep doing. And for IHA, going to have to find a way to kind of counteract that.
IHA now behind the net. That's going to be passed out. It's going to be to Canton. Canton now going to send a pass across to Hooper, but that one's going to be out of his reach. Chad Bates. It's going to be up to Miller. Miller's shot, not able to get through. Puck's going to be sent up to number 15. And that puck, a bit of a tough one there for Kreis. Now it's going to be in behind the goal line of IHA. Puck is going to be in the zone of Notre Dame now. They're looking to break out. Stevenson going to bank that off the boards. Out to stop it there is number... Number 35, Todd Hiscock. My apologies there, folks. And now it's going to be right back into Hiscock's glove. Going to get a stoppage in play here. Shanks, Zabchuk, and Karksmeyers out there for Notre Dame. And here's a chance now for International Academy coming in, and here's a penalty here coming up to the Hounds here early on in this game, sending IHA to their first power play of the game.
Yeah, and that penalty to Notre Dame is going to put us to the Supplement King power play for IHA here. Athletes contact Supplement King and Swift Current and Winkler today for all your supplement needs.
Now a chance on the power play now for IHA. The only goal scored on Notre Dame yesterday came on the power play by the Buffaloes. And that 3-1 win for Notre Dame yesterday to open up their weekend. Shanks going to get that one out. Hiscock behind the net, leaving the puck for a teammate. Having some trouble breaking out. Chad Christensen out there, listed as an AP, number 65, Andre Lukov. Born in Russia is Lukov. My apologies if I pronounced his name wrong. Number 3, Trey Schofield coming up now. Schofield taking this around the net. Schofield passing it to the point. Shot on net. That's going to be saved. Turned away by Kreis. Now it's number 37, Sam Pickering, with the puck. Going to play that to the point. Going to be sent down low. IHA here with 48 seconds left on the power play. Going to leave that for Pickering. Pickering's shot going wide of the net. Going to be sent up to Trey Schofield. And now that's going to be sent out of the zone. Out there to stop it up and leave for a teammate is Hiscock. Going to be played up to Baden Koss. Koss now coming in, dangling. Going to take it wide. Try shooting from a sharp angle, but that one getting blocked. And now Notre Dame going to send this one out. And leaving it there for number 3. Trey Schofield. Schofield's shot hits the shin pad of Baden Powell. We're back to even strength here. That shot going out of play, going to get a face-off to the right of Price in the Notre Dame zone.
Yeah, and one thing that IHA is going to want to look to do is, look to make sure all their passes are going tape to tape. I've seen a lot of errant passes, and I think with Notre Dame being just a quicker team, that'll be something they need to work on and make sure that they're on top of.
Canton deflecting that one in. Going off of his stick. Now it's number 20, Kaylin Bodnarchuk. Puck along the boards. That's going to be played out of the zone to Murray. Murray in the neutral zone. Yesterday's player of the game for Notre Dame on ASTV. Hooper now unable to catch up to that one, but he continues on the forecheck. Hooper. That puck gets past him. Number 71, Sam Dawsonet, sending that up. Hood gonna go across to number 6. Now behind the Notre Dame, behind the IHA net. Hooper gonna send that up to the point to Miller. Miller back down to Gamble. Gonna have that taken away, and now here comes IHA in the neutral zone. IHA. That's going to be taken away by Shanks. Shanks now coming in. Dangle, and a huge stop there by Hiscock. Another save, and that's going to be cleared out. Going all the way down into the Notre Dame zone for an icing. And we'll get a face-off inside IHA's end of things.
And I must say, Graham, this short time that I've been doing the color commentating with you, one thing I really love is getting the chance to watch tomorrow's hockey stars and tomorrow's hockey players in amateur.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it, Cody. We got an early look at these players, which is fun. Karksmeyers. Going to play that up to the point to Stevenson. Stevenson trying to shoot through a screen, and that is going to be blocked. Number 65 now, or rather might be number 85, not too sure for IHA. Getting that taken away from him. Now it's going to be picked up by number 65, Andre Glukov, and now here's IHA coming in. Nice play there by Murray. Aiden Miller playing that one up to Zabchuk. Zabchuk gonna get demolished there at the blue line. Maybe not demolished, maybe too strong a word, but gets hit there, taken down. And he's gonna have that picked off. 21 now. Baden Koss playing that in down low. IHA continuing on the pressure. Here's Aiden Murray. Aiden Murray now. He's going to shoot. That was going wide of the net, but Hiscock making the save there, getting the blocker out. Now going to be bodied there is number 37, Sam Pickering. Aiden Murray taking some time behind his own net, going to go to Sabchuk. It's going to go to the point for number 15, Cooper. And it's going to be sent to Hiscock. The goaltender coming out to play that. Now Stevenson tried playing that through his legs. Stevenson gets it back now on his own end. Going to go up the boards for an icing. And going to get a face-off inside of the Notre Dame zone. Cody, you know, talk about the transition game being strong for Notre Dame yesterday. So far today, seems like they're a bit more panicky with the puck, and I feel like that could be because of the strong forecheck we're seeing from IHA so far in today's game.
Yeah, definitely IHA has looked good. They've so far on the forecheck, I think they've been led by number 45, Caden Big Plume. He's been looking good so far early in this first period. He's been making some good passes and been driving the play for his team.
And Caden Big Plume, I'm pretty sure that he's been having a pretty strong season so far. 6 goals, 4 assists for 10 points, leads the team in points.
And I believe I was checking the stats last night after their game, and I believe he had a goal on their game last night. Now IHA looking to break out here, and they do, and taking a tumble there, number 13, Tayson Swampy. Hood now coming in with some nice hands there. Gonna get that puck to a teammate. It's gonna be rimmed around the boards. Gonna go to Big Plume. He's gonna send that up to number 10 on his team. Big Plume now with the shot, and that's going to go wide of the net. Opportunity there, and unable to get that one on net. Chad Bates with a nice move there. Bates sending that one backdoor pass. Talked about it in the pregame about those backdoor passes. Just couldn't find Aiden Murray there on the chance. Yeah, that's definitely something they've been looking for it. Oh, a big open ice hit there. Keegan Gamble getting a bit physical there. And it's going to be Price, who's going to cover it up, but elects to play the puck. Aiden Murray now going to bank that off the boards. Going into Shanks. Shanks down below. Going to go up to the point to Murray. Murray going to send a pass back in Gamble's direction, and that one misses. Shanks kept it down low. IHA looking to break out, and they send it out. Aiden Murray. It's going to go out of the zone. In the neutral zone, the puck is now. That's going to be sent in. A blocker save and sent out of play by Todd Hiscock, and going to get a face-off right inside the IHA zone. Score 0-0 here in this first period. 5:47 remaining. 5-5. The shots are even at that for both teams. And what a zinger by Aiden Miller from just near the red line to get it on net, and still a nice high shot. Going to be number 10, Zabchuk. Can play that off the boards. IHA now with jumping up in the play is Kalen Bodnarchuk. Bodnarchuk putting that down low for Koss. Going to go up the boards. Trying to get it to the point. And now Schlatt getting that one out.
It's going to go to Zabchuk. Zabchuk going across to Schlatt. Schlatt now into the International Hockey Academy zone. Zabchuk from the point. He shoots, and that's going to be a save right on Hiscock there. And Hiscock going to cover that one up and going to get a face-off here again inside the IHA zone.
Yeah, and it looks like Zabchuk is no worse for wear after that big hit that he took at 9:30 in the first period here, and he's been looking good today.
And it's going to be along the boards. Bates on the ice. Going to be sent out in front, no one there. And here comes International Hockey Academy. Coming in now. A shot on net. Going to be turned aside by Kreis. And now, here comes Baden Powell. Baden Powell now. Going to leave that for Bates. Bates tried to get a backhand on net. But that is going to be sticked away. Going to go to the point to Stevenson. Stevenson can't get that one through. Stevenson going to play that off the boards and into the zone. Stevenson going to get it back here in the neutral zone. His pass misfires, going to end up on net. Saved by Todd Hiscock, and Todd going to cover it up here and going to get another face-off inside of IHA zone.
And so far, it looks like the shots are pretty even here. It does look like Notre Dame has had a little bit more offensive time, but I guess IHA able to keep a lot of the shots to the outside so far.
And now it's going to be number 80, Riley Madden. Madden shoots. That's going to be a save made there by Kreis. And Madden going to send that down low to Swampy. Swampy going to get closed off there. Down below in the zone. It's in the neutral zone now. Number 65, Andre Lukov. Karksmeyers sends that down low. And a huge hit there by Keegan Gamble. And another hit, this time on Caden Big Plume. Gonna send that up. Now it's Caden Big Plume in, forcing Notre Dame have to work to get out of this zone. Now Cooney gonna send that out in front, and a chance there for Schlatt. It's gonna go to Hood. Hood near the top of the circle. He shoots, a rebound there. It's behind the net. Zabchuk going out to the point to Hood. Hood now going to Stevenson. Shot, unable to get through there. And that's going to be played down. And going to be an icing for the International Hockey Academy. Getting a draw inside of their zone here after that icing.
Yeah, just kind of watching this first period. It looks like a lot of Notre Dame, a lot of their offense comes from trying to cycle the puck. A lot of their shots have come from trying to cycle the puck and get some perfect shots on net. IHA seems like a lot of theirs has come off of the rush, just kind of one or two shots off the rush.
Hood ends up sending that in the direction of the teammate. Schlatt going out front in the slot for Cooney. Cooney's pass intended for Hood. Hood. A nice rub out there, but IHA still on the puck. Gonna go to the point. A nice hand-eye there by Stevenson, and Stevenson's gonna get that slashed out of his hands, his stick, and that means we're gonna get a penalty coming up here. And could we be seen?
And it looks like that is gonna put IHA to the supplemental insurance penalty kill. As an athlete, are you looking for additional coverage? Contact supplemental insurance today.
And Stevenson looked like he had him beat there on that play, and you know, the player for IHA taking that penalty, Sam Jossamit, took a whack and knocked the stick out of his hands for a slashing.
Yeah, early on, Sam has definitely looked aggressive with that slash there, and I know he had a couple of body checks. I believe that one significant one on Notre Dame.
Notre Dame here, looking to capitalize on the power play. Of course, their game-winning goal yesterday came on the power play, scored by Hood. Chad Bates inside his own end now, looking to bring it up. IHA looking to get it into the zone, and they do. Continuing on this kill here. 30 seconds gone in the power play. Notre Dame looking to gain the zone. It's going to go to Murray. Aiden Murray now with a dangle, but ends up missing it. It's going to go to Hooper. Hooper is shot from the slot. Not going to go. Pass up from Price up to number 15, Hooper. Hooper now going to come in for Notre Dame. Now Miller going to go to Murray. Last minute of play here in this period. And now Murray's pass going to be picked off. Big Plume shot, and that's going to be a big save there by number 30, Andrew Price. And Cody, looking at that game yesterday, Murray was making nothing but smart decisions with the puck. Seemed like they're a bit of an uncharacteristic turnover for him.
Yeah, I think he'll maybe want to just settle in here. I know they are on the power play, and sometimes you feel like you have a little extra time. Maybe that is the case. He thought he had a little extra time, and maybe took it for granted.
Now puck is going to be played in. There's Caden Big Plume out there for IHA. He's going to keep this puck down low in the Notre Dame zone. 15 seconds remaining here in this period. Here comes Notre Dame. Last 10 seconds. Looking to break in. They do. Shanks, he shoots. That's going to be right on the chest, the high area of the chest of Todd Hiscock. And he's going to elect to cover this one up. And we'll get a face-off here in the IHA zone with 5.6 seconds remaining in this period.
And I know it is still early, or it is still only the first period, but you can see early that IHA is going to definitely depend on Caden Big Plume going forward in this game. He's playing some power play and penalty kill. Kind of does everything for his team out there.
And that's going to do it for this first period. Scoreless after one between the Notre Dame Hounds and the International Hockey Academy. Shots at this point 9-8 in favor of Notre Dame. And Notre Dame going to be having 10 seconds left on the 5-on-4 that they had to end off this period.
Yeah, for as far as it goes as penalty kills, I would say that is a pretty successful penalty kill that IHA had going there. I didn't see too many high danger scoring chances on it, and I'd feel like the highest danger chance came from number 45, Caden Big Plume, on that on the shorthanded attempt.
No doubt about it. Caden Big Plume having a nice penalty kill as well as the other players on this International Hockey Academy squad. We're going to go to our first period sponsor commercial break, then come back and talk with Cody Wall, Off the Wall with Cody, his segment here between intermissions for these games today. This first period was brought to you by Case Financial. Are you looking to buy a home? Then contact Case Financial for your mortgage today.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen-size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound.
Welcome to our first intermission coverage of Off the Wall with Cody here with Cody Wall, ASTV Productions color commentator. Cody, in this first period against the Notre Dame Hounds and the home team in this game, International Hockey Academy, saw a scoreless first period. Shots are even right now at 9-9, but just looking back at that first period, some stuff that you saw from both teams that you really liked.
Yeah, I definitely saw some good things from both teams. I know we had kind of alluded to, Notre Dame's being quick feet, quick passes. As the game did progress, or that period progressed, I do think that IHA was able to pick up on that a little bit better and able to find their own kind of remedy for it. They were able to get some of their passes a little bit more crisp going forward, or in that as the period progressed. We saw Caden Big Plume, really trying to drive his team's offense a bit there, and even on the penalty kill, looking good, making all the right plays.
Yeah, and, Notre Dame had a lot of the zone time in that period. Like you said, recycling the puck really well. Really controlling the puck well at points, but early on in that period, they struggled kind of breaking out, and that was one of the things that I felt they did well as the course of the game went on yesterday against the Buffaloes, but it seemed like it got better as the period went along, just Notre Dame transitioning out of there.
Yeah, definitely their transition game, periods of the period looked like it could use a little bit of help. I do think that the coaches for Notre Dame probably are going to, between the periods here, ask the boys, if they can give a little bit more. I know it looked like the Notre Dame guys were, gripping their sticks a little tighter, watching their facial expressions, looked like they were not really satisfied with the period that they had put forth. And for IHA, there was periods where, I think that they would have looked to have a better effort at times, but as it did progress, I do think that they were, like I said, able to come up with their own kind of remedies for Notre Dame in that period.
Yeah, and one thing that I noticed, Cody, I'm sure you noticed it too, was, IHA being really good on the forecheck, really good on the pressure when they were inside the zone, really playing as a complete unit in terms of, if a guy like, for example, Aiden Murray had the puck, really crowding him and not giving him much time. How impressed were you by the way that IHA was able to play as a complete unit and pressure the team into, forcing turnovers at some points in that period.
Yeah, definitely. I had mentioned that Notre Dame looks a little bit quicker than IHA, but that doesn't mean that IHA is really, ignoring the fact that they maybe have that Notre Dame has a step on them. They're still pushing it to the limit. They're still skating hard. You can see guys battling, and they are forechecking quite hard. They are always putting a guy on the defenseman and trying to pressure him, see if he can make some mistakes. And so far, it hasn't led to any offense or any goals for either side. But I do think that we will see a little bit more offense in this second period.
One of the keys to the game, I said, for Notre Dame was to get inside, get inside the defensive zone coverage, get inside, get, more shots from the slot. Kind of doing that in the first period, but still I feel like head coach of that team, Dustin Ernest, is going to want to see more from his guys and to get more high-danger scoring chances.
Yeah, definitely looking at the amount of time that Notre Dame had spent in IHA's end, and then looking at the shot clock, only registering 9 shots on goal for the amount of time that they did spend. You would have expected a little bit more. Maybe they were looking for a little bit too much of the perfect play in that first period, and I do believe that the head coach will probably mention that and look for them to maybe look for a little bit more of those garbage goals, because on the score sheet they look the same, whether it's a highlight reel or if it's just a tip in off your skates or your butt or whatever kind of garbage goal it is, it still looks the same.
Last thing here, talking about the special teams, Notre Dame had an opportunity on the power play. I'm forgetting now if IHA did as well, but talking about IHA on the penalty kill, really not allowing Notre Dame to get much zone time on that power play, getting that puck down, clearing it out, and keeping them fairly to the outside as well.
Yeah, definitely a good penalty kill by IHA, able to get it into the Notre Dame end and get it deep, and even able to challenge the goalie on one play there.
Yeah, for sure. And another thing that was good is just IHA, guarding the middle of the ice really good in the house there in the red zone, whatever you want to call it, in that high-danger scoring area of the slot there for IHA in that first period. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what happens in the second period. If the first game of the day told us anything, we could be in for a thriller in this one today. IHA looking to pull off a shocking upset against Notre Dame after losing their first game of the tournament 9-1 last night against Prairie Hockey Academy. We're going to send it back to commercials. We'll be back here, myself, Graham Forsyth, and color commentator Cody Wall. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Off the Wall with Cody during this first intermission. We'll be back in just a moment for the call of the second period. Back here in Palamount, Manitoba at Blackjack Stewart Arena for the second game of the day at the CSSHL U17 Prep Showcase here on Saturday between the home team, the International Hockey Academy, and the Notre Dame Hounds. Scoreless first period here, Cody. 10 seconds remaining for Notre Dame on the power play. Shots are even at 9. We're underway here. Puck is dropped. And the second period is underway between IHA and Notre Dame.
Yeah, IHA is definitely going to look to have a good, strong start here in this second period.
We're back to even strength. In the neutral zone, it's going to be Cooney taking that puck away. Cooney going to send it in deep. Going to be number 71, Sam Josinet. Down in the IHA zone. Stevenson gonna leave that puck for a teammate. It's gonna be number 21, Koss, for IHA out there. Baden Powell, team captain of IHA, gonna go offside on that one. Not sure if it was a teammate that went offside, but nonetheless an offside call. Going to get a face-off here early on outside the IHA zone.
Yeah, and you mentioned Baden Powell there as the captain. Definitely somebody they're going to look to lean on here with this game being tied up and see if he can generate a little bit of offense there from the back end.
Puck is in the IHA zone. It's going to be Schofield playing that up. A cross-ice pass now near the blue line, intended for Big Plume. He could not quite cradle that puck. Schofield now passing that to Big Plume. Big Plume shot that is going to be wide of the net. Might have gotten a piece of it. It's out in front. A big save there with the blocker was Andrew Kreis. Now puck out in front, and that is going to be a save made with the glove of Andrew Kreis, stopping things up here with a minute and 40 gone in this period. 8:20 left in the second period.
And nice shift by Caden Big Plume there. Managed to almost get a shot. He got a shot on goal there and almost getting a chance, and then managed to get a hit on the play there too.
And it's going to be Aaron Shanks. It's going to be Powell. Baden Powell going over to Karksmeyers. Now to the point. It's going to be held in by Powell. Aaron Shanks now going to number 8, Aiden Murray. Murray sending that one in. Sending it to the point to Aiden Murray. Across to Stevenson. Stevenson shot. Rebound there. And an early whistle. It must have been the ref losing sight of it there, but we're going to get a face-off inside the IHA zone, an offensive face-off draw for Notre Dame coming up here.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit of luck there for IHA there that the ref did lose the sight of the puck. Looked like it was a little bit loose, and maybe even the goaltender was having a little trouble locating it.
Miller with a blast going off of the shin pad or skate of Big Plume. Shot scores! Keegan Gamble picking up his own rebound and putting it in the net, and there we go. Notre Dame drawing first blood in this game in the second period with 17:25 remaining.
Yeah, nice goal by Keegan Gamble, their number 16 for Notre Dame there. So, and able, like you said, just able to put his own rebound away. Had the awareness and the IQ to keep looking for it and able to put it away.
And now here's a chance, a shot wide of the net from number 71, Sam Josinet. Puck is going to be played into the Notre Dame zone behind the goal line now. Caden Big Plume in there on the forecheck. And Big Plume trying to pick that puck up, but unable to. Shot on net, save made. Shot was fired on net by Riley Madden. Riley Madden gets it again. He shoots, a save there by Kreis. Now it's going to go to number 19, Cooney. Sends that to Zabchuk. Zabchuk, his shot, wide of the net. And that is going to be played out of the zone now. Kreis out to stop it and play it to Stevenson. Stevenson taking it around his net now. Going to go off the boards into the neutral zone to number 17, Schlatt. That pass, Bates. Look to pick it off, but it's taken the other way by number 90, Luke Boletsky. Cooper now gonna play that puck up to Canton. Puck's gonna be sent in. Hiscock now stopping the puck up. Chad Bates. Now it's gonna be number 2. Hood sending it in. Hood with the puck, gonna play that off the boards to Bates near the hash marks, just above the hash marks. Now here is Hood getting pinned to the boards there in the neutral zone. Number 65 now, Andrei Glukov. Gonna send that pass up to Koss. Now Aiden Murray gonna look to skate with it. Murray trying to split through the defense, but unable to. And now a nice one-handed poke there by Powell to get that puck past, but puck gets cleared out of the zone. Gonna be a long pass up to Baden Powell, and Powell now. He's gonna stop up, passes that to number 9 in Karksmeyers. Now puck is gonna be behind the goal line. Gonna be up to Keegan Gamble, up to Karksmeyers. Karksmeyers shot wide of the net. Karksmeyers now with the puck. He goes to the point to Stevenson, over to Miller. Miller, his shot, gonna hit something, and that's gonna be behind the net, wide of the net. Now trying to get it out here. Shanks going over to number 9, Karksmeyers, and that is going to be sent out and down for an icing. And Cody, that forecheck for Notre Dame really coming to life here in the second period to start things off.
Yeah, definitely a good forecheck by them. I was going to say that response shift by IHA, that few minutes after that Notre Dame goal was good, but Notre Dame then kind of sat back and then turned up the heat a little bit more there.
Aiden Murray going to Zabchuk. Murray's going to get the pass back. Going to be tipped into the zone. Hiscock. He's going to send this one out. Recovered by Murray. Aiden Murray now looking to wheel with it. Murray losing that one. It's going to be to Zabchuk. Inside his own zone. Zabchuk banking that off the boards. Going to Schlatt. Schlatt now tries to send a pass through. Hood now getting hooked a bit. Hood out in front, and that not being able to go. Nice save there by Hiscock. And Notre Dame, two guys getting bumped into each other. Caden Big Plume now in on the forecheck, but can be out-muscled there by Aiden Murray. No icing on the play. Hiscock going to play it there. Has to be careful as number 21, Chad Bates, in on the forecheck. And now going to be maybe who's getting the penalty here?
It looks like Notre Dame is getting the penalty, so that's going to put IHA to the Supplement King power play. Athletes contact Supplement King in Swift Current and Winkler today.
You know what's funny there is we got some Notre Dame fans to your right here, Cody. and they were clapping, so it was a bit confusing.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure, but I thought it was going to IHA was getting the power play there.
Like it. But they're on the power play now. Shot on net. Save there by Andrew Kreis.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of the most important sequences for IHA here. If they can generate some offense here on this power play, that'll be huge stepping stone in getting back in this game.
Going to be cleared into the IHA zone. Number 5, Corwin Brost, playing that up to number 15, Lane Johnson. Going to number 21, Koss' shot. Might have got a piece of it there, was Kreis. Now, puck is going to be kept in. And it's going to be sent down into the IHA zone. Successful penalty kill so far here for Notre Dame. Behind the net is Glukov. Looking for options. He finds number 13, Schofield. Schofield now cuts to the inside, but covered up nicely there by Notre Dame. It's going to be in the neutral zone, banking that. Off the boards behind his back was Kalen Bodnerchuk. Schofield now getting pressured by Elliot Canton. Elliot Canton strong on the puck. Continuing on it. And now it's going to be number 13 Schofield with it. Finding his teammate. Number 80, Riley Madden. IHA looking to get set up now. Taking it to the net. Another shot out in front. And if someone was there for IHA, probably would have been a goal. And now another shot. That's going to be wide of the net. Held in now by IHA. Big Plume sending that down low to a teammate. Going to be up to the point to Pickering. Sam Pickering unable to hold that one in. Penalty about to expire. Riley Madden gets that poked away from him. Hooper coming in now. Trying to pressure Pickering there. And now here's Keegan Gamble sending a pass to Hooper. Gamble shoots, and that is going to be a save made there by Hiscock. Up to the point to Stevenson. His blast looked like he didn't get all he wanted on that one as it went wide of the net. Sam Pickering going to send that up to Riley Madden. Here's a 2-on-1. Madden going to shoot, and a nice block there by Murray. And Big Plume could not touch that puck up, and now this will be an icing on the play.
One thing I think IHA needs to do to get back into this game is really, they need to settle down a little bit. It looks like they are trying to force a little too much. A lot of their passes look like they're not quite on target, and some of them have even ended up being intercepted just because it looks like they're maybe trying to rush the play a little too much. And I understand Notre Dame has been relentless with their pressure, but that is something they'll want to work on.
And that's going to be covered up there by Todd Hiscock. And yeah, not only that, but also knowing when to pass instead of shooting. Knowing when to take that shot. I feel like a prime example was that 2-on-1 that they had. Aiden Murray, beautiful block, but number 13 Schofield being wide open.
Yeah, definitely. You see a little bit of disappointment in his face there, slamming his stick a little bit of disappointment there.
Now Aiden Murray gonna play that up off the boards, and that is gonna be an icing on the play.
IHA is they're definitely playing well enough to stay in this, but if they want to, get this even up, I do believe, like we were saying there, Graham, they'll just have to find open space and just try and find and make a little bit more time.
No doubt about it. That puck is sent on net. And some words being exchanged in front of the net there by number 2. Edouard Hood and not sure who it was.
I believe it was number 9 of Kieser Deal. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I apologize if not.
And here's a break for Schlatt. Schlatt on and a dangle, but guess who was better? Todd Hiscock on that play, stretching out to make the save there.
Yeah, definitely a big save there, and keeping his team in it, but looks like maybe Hiscock is a little worse for wear there. He is skating around, holding him hunched down a little bit. Hopefully he is able to continue here. Never want to see anything like that happen where a goalie's got to go down, or a goalie does go down.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Just, it would be unfortunate because he's been playing a pretty solid game here today against Notre Dame.
Yeah, definitely been playing a good game, keeping his team in it, facing 14 shots and, only letting one by him is definitely a good performance by him.
That shot not getting through, it was blocked. Edouard Hood gets that taken away from him as he came down low into the play. Puck along the boards, closest to the Notre Dame bench. Zabchuk now with the puck out in front, and good opportunity there for Cooney, just did not get what he wanted on the shot. Schlatt gonna pass that up. Schlatt gonna get it back. Schlatt with a backhand, and that's gonna be turned away by Hiscock. Zabchuk behind the net, protecting that puck along the boards. Zabchuk banks it off the boards to himself, back to that backhand. And shot on net, and that is going to be saved and covered up there by Hiscock.
Yeah, definitely for IHA, they're going to want. It looks like they don't really have a guy who can really hold on and wait the other team out, like Pilot Mound in that prior game. Laz Constant, definitely a guy who has patience, able to wait and let the play develop. And so far today, I haven't seen IHA have any big players who've been able to do that for them.
And now Canton with a little dipsy doodle. Loses the puck though. It's going to be Big Plume. Passing it up to a teammate. Big Plume gets it back after teammate gets taken out. Now puck taken by Notre Dame the other way. Here's Elliot Canton. Elliot Canton now coming in, going wide. Sends that out in front. No one home. Near the top of the zone, sending that towards the front of the net was Notre Dame. Now it's going to be taken away by IHA. Here comes number 3, Trey Schofield. And now here comes a 2-on-1 for Notre Dame. Hooper now shoots, and that one gonna miss the net. Might have gotten a piece of it, was Hiscock. And now here comes Big Plume. Can Big Plume coming in now? He passes that across to number 9, Kesser Deal. And now here comes Karksmeyers, and Karksmeyers unable to complete the move there. Looks like IHA not too happy about him continuing to go to the net after that play. I do want to make one correction on that play we were talking about earlier where Aiden Murray made that block. The player with whoever it was there, it was Tayson Swampy, number 13, not Trey Schofield, so my apologies for that. It's going to go across there. Behind the net is Shanks. Shanks with the puck here, going off the boards to Hood. Hood at the point, gonna go to Shanks. Shanks across to Powell. Powell, he looked like he was going for that backdoor play, but unable to complete it. Shanks over to Gamble. Shanks now with the puck. He shoots. Puck is loose. Not sure where it was. And here's another chance. And the puck is still not in. Where is it? And excuse my gibberish, ladies and gentlemen, but wow, what a mad scramble there. Notre Dame with about 4 or 5, maybe even more opportunities there. There's just too many to count. IHA and Todd Hiscock coming up huge though, Cody.
Yeah, definitely faced about 4 or 5 high danger shots there. Just trying to make anything, just trying to throw his body in front of the puck as much as he could there. I'm not sure how much of that he had seen.
That was a crazy scramble there.
Lucky that there was no goal scored for Notre Dame for IHA's part.
Now that puck going to be sent down low in the zone. Shanks with it now, trying to go to work. Shanks trying to turn out of there, but unable to. Now Powell tried poking that forward, but misses the puck. And now passes out in front. Riley Madden there. Madden, unable to get an opportunity there. That's going to be sent down low. Up to Hood. Hood going up to Kirksmeyers, and no icing on the play. Hiscock out of his net. Going up the boards. Cooney sending that one to the boards. It's along the boards now. Puck is loose. Notre Dame pokes at it and gets it free. And now here comes Koss. Baden Koss coming in now. Koss gets hit by Stevenson there. Backhand shot on net. And going to be gloved and covered up for a whistle by number 30, Andrew Kreis. 4:56 remaining in this period. 1-0 is the lead for Notre Dame here.
Yeah, and just kind of looking at the shot clock here, looks like number 30 of Andrew Kreis really hasn't been tested a whole lot in this second period. I think only registering 5 shots is IHA.
And now here's a chance, and a huge save there from Kreis. In tight, IHA was, and they couldn't put it home, Cody.
Yeah, really, IHA must have heard me talking about it and figured, hey, make him eat his words there, because trying to challenge Andrew Kreis there, and, Andrew was up to the challenge.
It's crazy, Cody. Sometimes when you say this stuff, the opposite seems to happen when you call these guys out.
Yeah, it definitely is crazy how that ends up happening to you.
It's a curse, eh?
Yeah, definitely a curse.
The broadcaster's curse that Cody Wall has. We're back to play here. And now here is Stevenson chipping that one up. To Cooney. Cooney now. It was number 3 Stevenson trying to put that on net. Zabchuk. There in the area. Zabchuk getting back. Zabchuk now going to send that up to Schlatt. Schlatt now coming in. Going to send a pass to the front of the net. Across, and that one just bouncing a bit too high. Over the stick. Going to be a nice dangle there and scores! That was Zabchuk with the dangle. Allowed him to set up that goal for number 19. Or rather, number 19. McLean Cooney. And we got a 2-0 game now.
Yeah, definitely a nice play there by Zabchuk on his knees, able to get the pass over. I don't know how he was able to do it. Just great hands being able to dangle on his knees there.
That's a great play, of course. 2-0 lead now for Notre Dame in this game. Now it's going to go to Canton. Canton now losing possession of that. Canton, on the forecheck. Gets this puck back. He sends that out into the right face-off dot. It's taken the other way. Baden Koss now with a chance, and that is going to be a shot. Glove down and saved by Andrew Kreis, setting up a face-off in the Notre Dame zone here with 3:16 remaining in the second period. 2-0 the lead for Notre Dame off that recent goal from number 19, McLean Cooney.
Yeah, definitely all systems go here for Notre Dame, and I'm sure they'll like their period a lot better than they did that first.
was blocked by Chad Bates. Puck going to be sent out of the zone for an icing. Going to be back down in IHA's end after that icing on IHA.
Yeah, and IHA here definitely going to be an important face-off. You never, defensive zone face-offs always seem like they're a little bit extra pressure on you if you're the centerman.
It's going to be in the corner. Number 37, Sam Pickering. Continuing with the puck here, but it's going to be forechecked and kept in by Notre Dame, Chad Bates, along with Hood, pressuring the players here. Canton going to send that down low. Hooper going to take that out in front and could not complete the wraparound chance, I guess we'll call it that. Canton sending that to Hooper. Nice play there by Bodnarchuk. Miller in his own end, passing that across to Hood. Now number 37, Sam Pickering. Going to send it back, and it's going to end up in the crease, in the glove of number 35, Todd Hiscock. And we'll get a stoppage of play here at 2:03 left in the second period. Of course, Cody, looking at this forecheck from Notre Dame, we've talked about it, but keeping it up for this consistent as they have, it's how impressive has it been in this second period?
Oh, definitely. It's been impressive how well they've been able to move the puck around today.
Sending that one to the front of the net. Number 16, Gamble, tried sending that to the front to number 12. And Aaron Shanks going to be stopped there by Hiscock, leaving that for a teammate in Schofield. Going to be Riley Madden now picking it up near his own blue line, breaking out in the neutral zone now. Tyler Stevenson going to send that up, and going to be a huge hit there by number 3, Trey Schofield on Aaron Shanks. Puck is going to be up to Karksmeyers, and Karksmeyers unable to receive that pass. Would have been gone and had an opportunity on net on Hiscock, but was not meant to be. Going to send a face-off into the Hounds zone here. An offensive opportunity on the face-off for IHA.
And I apologize, all you at home there. I got a little excited with that big hit there, open ice.
Could hear the gas from here. I mean, he's right beside me, so pretty easy for me to hear it. Going to be played off the boards. It's going to go to Schlatt. Schlatt now unable to get that puck, actually. It's going to go to the point to Powell. A tip on net through the legs of Schlatt, but turned away there by Hiscock. Zabchuk going to send that down low out in front and whiffs on it with Schlatt. Schlatt whiffed on it. And now another hit there, another collision on number 65, Glukov. Who now with the puck, he's going to play that up the boards. Going to go to Powell. Baden Powell now with a behind-the-back pass to Zabchuk, trying to go back to Powell, but nice stick in the lane there from IHA. And that is going to do it for the second period of action. Notre Dame coming out of this period up 2-0. As of right now, 20-16, the shots in favor of Notre Dame. And, we'll get into it on Off the Wall with Cody, but just talking about, some big hits that we started seeing at the end of that period, Cody.
Yeah, physicality definitely was ramping up there. I didn't catch the number of that moving train that for IHA there that had hit the Notre Dame player. I was kind of in an amazement there with the contact, but so I didn't catch the number on that, but I will get that for you guys later on, the numbers of those big hits. But Notre Dame really looked good in that second period. Some of the mistakes they maybe were making in the first period looked like they were kind of taken care of in that second period and fixed a bit.
Yeah, we're going to get into that and much more coming up on this intermissions edition of Cody Wall segment, Off the Wall with Cody, of course, with Seth Rock not being here as he is sick this weekend. Gonna have Cody's been filling in, doing some off the wall with Cody segments during the 3 intermissions that we've had in the games today. We're gonna send it to our second period sponsor now for a commercial break, then we'll be back. AutoWorks in Winkler, the place you guys should go for vehicle repair, tires, and vehicle detailing in southern Manitoba. AutoWorks is the place in southern Manitoba to go. I mean, Glenn Munford, the owner of ASTV, gets his car fixed there, so why shouldn't you check them out? AutoWorks in Winkler here in southern Manitoba.
At CM Engrave, we create more than just trophies, medals, and signs. We create time. Time for family. Time for growing your business. Time for the moments that make you, you. With more than 30 years experience for all your engraving needs. CM Engrave.
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
Graham Forsyth here with Cody Wall, color commentator here on ASTV Productions for this second intermission segment of Off the Wall with Cody. Cody, we saw Notre Dame in that second period really start to take control of this game, really start to take advantage of the mistakes that IHA was making. What do you notice from Notre Dame that they were executing so well in that period to get that 2-0 lead?
Yeah, definitely. They came out that period strong. They were firing all cylinders. You got to think that they were not happy with that first period effort, and probably went into the dressing room, had to talk with the coaches about what they needed to clean up a bit, and some of the things that they were doing right, because you got to focus on the things that you're doing right, just so that you can continue on with those as the game progressed. And the things that they were doing right, they continued on and persevered, and looked like they cleaned up some of the things that they were maybe struggling with a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing that I noticed, Cody, and I'm sure you would agree here, is just that forecheck was really good for Notre Dame, as well as them getting to the inside, getting into those dirty areas, like in the slot, in close to the goaltender, and even getting some tips and some opportunities from in tight. Yeah,
definitely creating some chaos in front of Todd Hiscock and making his job a little bit harder. But, you got to give him props today. He has been standing tall. Anytime that you have 25 shots on you and you got only 2 getting past you, you're having a good night as a goaltender.
Yeah, and IHA definitely has to be pleased with their goaltending. Of course, yesterday they let up 9 goals in last night's game to the Prairie Hockey Academy. So far, a lot less goals scored on them in this game. They'll be looking to continue to cut that down as the game goes along. But what about for IHA when they have been in the zone? What have you liked from their game?
What I've liked from their game is they have been playing with a lot of aggressiveness. And they're going to want to continue doing that, throwing the body. I do believe that, if we're counting big hits, they definitely are the team that's leading in that category. And, sometimes intimidation can play a factor in the game. If Notre Dame, is expecting a big hit every time they go into the corner, maybe you're a little hesitant. You stop for that half second. And as we mentioned in that prior game with Pilot Mound and Prairie, it's a game of inches. And, if you get an inch, go into the corner, you intimidate your opponent, it definitely can help you on the score sheet.
Yeah, for sure. And more zone time is definitely going to be something that IHA is going to want to work on in this period, but it all starts in the defensive zone side of things. Just IHA really struggling against that Notre Dame forecheck to get out of the zone. What do you think they're going to need to do to simplify down there and to try to beat this Notre Dame forecheck to get better transition game?
One thing I noticed is it looked like, I know I'd mentioned it before, that they need to settle down a little bit. And I'll kind of double down on that point, just saying that, when a defenseman for IHA gets the puck, you see that, most of the time, 2 of the forwards are looking for a stretch pass. And, in a game like this where, you're behind, you should focus a little bit more on your own end before you get to the other end. Because once IHA does make it into the offensive zone, they can hold their own. They can get shots off. We have noticed they are a little bit behind Notre Dame in the shot clock, but getting out of their end is definitely going to be a key for their game going forward.
We talked about it at the start of the game here, Cody, near the start of the game, that Notre Dame had to come out with a lot of jump in their step. That was something that I was looking for in the game. And, it seems like they've continued it continuously throughout this game. Not only starting off the period with a good jump, some good bounce in their step, but continuing it and continuously, continuing the pressure, continuing to be really good in their defensive zone. Just talking about Notre Dame, what you're looking for them to continue to do going forward here in the last 20 minutes of regulation.
Well, to kind of go on the backside of that, my criticisms of IHA, you got to commend the forecheck by Notre Dame. They're pressuring the defensemen. They're putting guys in the middle so that the defensemen for IHA can't look cross ice and find any good, clean, crisp areas for passing.
Looking at IHA now, what you're looking for them to do in this third period. Of course, you've already mentioned that they got to settle it down a bit, look for those open spaces and not turn the puck over as much. Just what do you think those are going to be the things that are going to bring them success in this next period?
Definitely that, and like I said, settling down and really playing for the crest on the front. You got to play for your brothers, and that's really what it's going to take here for IHA to get back in this game, because, it's only 2 goals. Yes, Notre Dame is a strong team, but we've seen that it's not impossible for a team below in the standings to pop a couple of surprise goals on a team that is riding high.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see if IHA can come back in this game and tie it up, because, look, there's 20 more miles left in this game, 20 miles to go. IHA just needs 1, and then, maybe they start to get things rolling. Momentum shifted the other way in their direction. We're going to send it to a quick commercial break, then we're going to be back here for the call of this third and final period of regulation here at Blackjack Stewart Arena. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the third and final period of regulation here between the Notre Dame Hounds and the International Hockey Academy U17 prep programs at this CSSHL U17 prep showcase, the second game of the day-to-day that we're covering here on ASTV Productions. Myself, Graham Forsyth, play-by-play commentator, joined by Cody Wall, color commentator. Of course, Cody, this is going to be a fun third period to watch to see if Notre Dame can just continue those good habits that they've built upon, heading into that second period and continuing them in the second period.
Yeah, it's always interesting when we go to intermission because, it gives the coaches a chance to talk to the boys and see where everything's at. And, interesting to see if IHA can match Notre Dame's pressure here.
And we are underway. The puck is dropped. It's going to be Powell to Stevenson. Stevenson sends that up. It's in IHA's possession now. They go off the glass. Refs had to duck on that one. They were in sync on the ducking of the puck there. And it's going to be Pickering getting that intercepted. It's going to be Stevenson with the shot. It's going to be on Cooney's stick, and he gets that knocked away. Cooney now. His puck going to be picked off by Pickering. Sam Pickering now is going to get bodied there by Schlatt. Schlatt with some physical play to start off this period. Schlatt's going to go across to McLean Cooney. Cooney going to dump it in. And it's going to go to number 13 now, Tyson Swampy. A draw pass, shot on net, saved by Andrew Kreis, shot by Sam Jossonet for IHA.
Yeah, and one thing for IHA to remember is it all starts with one. They're gonna wanna play offensively here, but keep in mind they don't want to get any other goals scored on them.
And speaking of, just off the post, I believe that puck went. IHA with the chance there to cut this game down to a 1-goal game, but Andrew Pickering saved by the post there. Or Andrew Kreis saved by the post. Now it's going to be Hooper down low in his zone. Plays that off the boards. Gonna go out in front. Gonna go to number 15, Hooper. Hooper gonna have that one intercepted in the neutral zone. And there is Aiden Murray sending that across. And going to be in icing on the play. And just want to give a shout out to Aiden Murray's grandparents watching all the way down in Texas, Jim and Roseanne. Thank you for tuning in, watching ASTV. Hope you guys are enjoying today's game. Awesome to know that you guys are enjoying it so much. It makes us smile here at ASTV Productions. And Aiden Murray going to send that pass up to Gamble. Keegan Gamble now trying to go across to number 12 in Aaron Shanks, and that is going to go in the glove of Todd Hiscock and going to cover it up for a whistle here.
It's always good to hear how far our broadcast kind of reaches. Now you're mentioning Texas. I'm sure there's other places where people are watching. We'd love to see where you're watching from. Comment on any of our social platforms there just to let us know where you're watching from.
Yes, you can now comment on our YouTube page. I haven't mentioned that before on our broadcast, but used to not be able to. Now you can, so that's pretty awesome. Comment on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you guys are watching the game today against the Hounds and the International Hockey Academy. It's going to be sent in, and that is going to be down the ice for an icing here, sending the play back into the Notre Dame zone.
Player I've noticed for Notre Dame that's really been all systems go today is number 16, Keegan Gamble. He's been playing the body for a smaller guy. I know I always mention and can kind of congratulate the smaller guys for playing that physical style, and he has been one of those guys today.
Always love to see those smaller guys. Like I've said, Cody, I'm a smaller guy myself. To see them get into the dirty areas, always great to see. Here's a chance now Puck out in front to the point. Shot is going to be blocked by number 10, Zabchuk. Now coming in here is IHA. That shot on net. Save made by Andrew Kreis on Caden Bigplum.
You know, Graham, sometimes they say you got to be lucky to be good, and unfortunately, IHA just hasn't been lucky today. You know, they've had a couple of pucks just skim past that goal line and not make its way in.
And my apologies, not Big Plum, but Big Plume. That's what I meant to say. Aiden Murray picking up the puck behind his own net, behind the goal line, passing it out to Hooper. Notre Dame gets it out of the zone now. Going to be Aiden Murray tracking down this puck in his own end, going off the boards. This is going to be kept in. Aiden Murray going up to Elliot Canton, and will be in icing on the play. And, of course, here, Cody, tomorrow on the network, we're going to have some games. We're going to see Pilot Mound Hockey Academy facing off against, we're going to see the Buffaloes facing off against the International Hockey Academy starting at 10 a.m. And then later on in the day, our final broadcast of the network, the Buffaloes U18 female prep program will be facing off against Pembina Valley, the Hawks from the MFHL in an exhibition game here at Blackjack Stewart Arena at 1:30 p.m. It's going to be played off the boards. Number 21, Baden Koss. Gonna try sending that one down low, but unable to. And now here's a nice play by Canton. Canton trying to break away with speed, but he's gonna be caught. Nice play there by Trey Schofield. And now here's a chance there for Karksmeyers. And that goes wide of the net. Now it's gonna be played off the boards into IHA zone. Now it's going to be up the ice. Powell going to send this one in. Now it's going to be kept in here by Notre Dame. Number 71. No, number 85. Getting that one on net. And gonna see a whistle here on the play. My apologies, number 65, Andre Lukov.
Yeah, the font on these IHA jerseys a little bit deceiving here. I know a couple times that number 45 of Caden Bigplume has kind of mistakenly looked like Lane Johnson out there at times.
Yeah. Zabchuk, his pass. Not strong enough, but Notre Dame getting into the zone. It's behind the IHA net now. Going to be kept in by Hood. Rebound there, and it's going to be cleared away into the Notre Dame zone. Now Zabchuk going to go across to Schlatt. Schlatt now with a chance, and a big save there by Todd Hiscock, as he elects to cover it up. Well, forced to cover it up off that shot. Going to get an offensive draw for the Hounds in the IHA zone.
And just going to kind of bring a little bit of light to Todd Hiscock. You know, he's looked good today. I know I had mentioned him as kind of that player to watch, and I think he has kind of lived up to that billing of player to watch for today for IHA.
For sure. Murray with a shot from the point, going to be blocked and taken the other way by IHA. Going to be a draw pass there. Going to be number 15, Lane Johnson now. Out there for IHA, getting that taken away from him. And Baden Powell getting that move not completed. Number 21, Baden Koss had the puck there. Aiden Murray going to rim that around the boards. No icing on the play. Back to recover it for IHA. It's number 3, Trey Schofield. Now continuing with it is Schofield. Schofield at the hash marks now. Gets that taken away from him by Aiden Murray. Aiden Murray now going to play that off the boards, up the ice. And now here's Aiden Murray recovering it again in his own zone. Plays that off the boards. Going to be played in. It's going to be a chance here for Notre Dame to break out, but it's going to be kept in here by IHA. Number 15, Hooper, playing that off the boards behind his goal line. Going to be Bodnarchuk. And that's going to be sent down for an icing by the Hounds. Face-off will be in the Notre Dame zone.
I think one thing, just kind of observing here with IHA, one thing I think would kind of benefit them is, a lot of the time it looks like they're kind of looping around from the player, a little bit more stops and starts to kind of stop and, stay within the play a little bit closer.
And that shot is going to be wide of the net. Going to be Glukov. They're trying to keep it in, but it was sent back into the Notre Dame zone. Number 6, Aiden Miller. Gonna play that up to Gamble. Gamble behind the back pass to Kirksmeyers. It's gonna end up on Hood's stick. Hood shoots, and that's gonna be high, wide of the net. Gonna be Shanks playing that out to Kirksmeyers, but that is gonna be covered up and sent out of the play. Out of the zone, rather. Gamble sending that one down low. Number 12. Shanks passing that out in front to Kirksmeyers, and save made by Todd Hiscock. We are 10:53 remaining with time here in this third period. 2-0 is the lead for the Notre Dame Hounds. 28-23 is their lead in the Shaw category as well.
And looks like so far IHA has been able to keep a little bit more shots to the outside, eliminate some of the shots that...
There's a tip, and here's a chance off the post. Hiscock might have gotten a piece of it. Another save by Hiscock. And a prime chance there for Notre Dame, could not capitalize.
It was because I couldn't finish my sentence. They didn't want to... Yeah, I couldn't quite get it out, so they didn't want to, show me that I was wrong.
Oh, man. It's going to be up to the point to Aiden Murray. Aiden Murray, his shot going to be blocked. It's going to be number 10. Gets that picked. And now a shot off the... I'm not sure what that went off of, but a heavy shot there from Kirksmeyers. And now Schlack gonna send that down low for number 10 and Zabchuk, but it's gonna be taken the other way. Here comes number 90 now. Boletsky sends that to Baden Koss. Aiden Murray gonna send that around the boards to number 37. That's gonna be tipped, and getting a piece of that was Andrew Price. Down low, it's gonna be sent up to the point. Pickering with the shot. That's gonna be blocked away there by Price. Falling to the ice there was Bodnarchuk, and now taking the other way, it's Elliot Canton. Number 15, Hooper, getting that taken away just at the blue line. And now behind the back pass to Bodnarchuk. That's going to be sent up to the point. Shot there by Miller. Now Bates trying to take it to the inside, but gets shut down. And now a shot wide of the net, a pass maybe, and that's going to be blocked. Bates with the shot, that's going to be wide of the net as well. Tyler Stevenson tried sending that one down low, but unable to. Aiden Miller going to send that up. It's going to be back for Miller in his own zone. He's going to go up the ice to Elliot Canton. Elliot Canton going across to Karksmeyers. Karksmeyers trying to dangle past the defenseman, but he gets taken out. Keegan Gamble now goes across, and that pass not able to find Hood on that one. Near the hash marks now up near at the left face-off circle. Now it's in the neutral zone. Trying to send that in was Kieser Diol. He does. He's behind the goal line now. Puck is going to be sent out of the zone. Going between the two defensemen at the point. On a forecheck here, trying to get in with the stick was number 9. Karksmeyers. Here in the Notre Dame zone now. Notre Dame sending that puck around. Oh, it's going to be to number 45. Big Plume scores! And there he is, Caden Big Plume, cutting this game down to 2-1. Getting IHA on the board for the first time today.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of almost lost it there, but he pulled it, reeled it back in, and then got a nice shot off there.
And Big Plume with a great snipe there. That is his 7th goal of the season in CSSHL regular season play.
Definitely a big player for IHA, and somebody I thought was going to be able to take advantage of this game, and maybe with 7 minutes left is going to be able to.
Number 80, Riley Madden now taking it down low. And it's near the boards at the hash marks, or it's at the boards near the hash marks. That shot high of the net. Going to be kept in, going to be blocked by number 19, Cooney. Murray behind the net, gets taken out. Now IHA with it. Going to go up to the point to number 3, Schofield. That one's going to be blocked. Back, another shot, and that's going to be blocked as well. And now here comes Notre Dame. Murray passing that up to Zabchuk. It's going to be number 17, Schlatt, going to Zabchuk. Zabchuk on his knees, ends up finding Hood at the point. Hood shot, had an opening on that high glove side, but misses the net. Zabchuk now at the hash marks. Shoots, and that's going to be saved there. And the puck behind the net. Trying to get a handle of it is Notre Dame. At the left face-off circle at the hash mark. Zabchuk shoots, and that is going to be a save made by Hiscock. And not sure what's happening here.
Looks like 17, I believe, is getting a warning there. I don't know. I couldn't hear what the referee was saying to him there, but maybe telling him to cool his jets on some of that extracurriculars maybe.
It's a face-off one. That ends up getting blocked. Hood now. He shoots. That's going to be turned aside there by number 35, the goaltender, Hiscock. Now for IHA, bringing it up in the zone. Trying to dangle past there was Bodnarchuk. That pass off the boards, misses a teammate for Notre Dame, and that is going to be an icing on the Hounds, sending the face-off into their zone.
And definitely going to be a big shift here, I'm thinking, from IHA here, and especially the last 5 minutes with it now only being down by 1. Look to see them push for the next goal here.
Draw's going to be won by the Hounds. It's going to be Baden Powell breaking it out. Baden Powell gets the puck back. Baden Powell in the offensive zone now. Pass, shot, and that is going to be a nice defensive play there by number 45, Gaden Big Plume, coming back and disrupting that chance for Elliott Canton, and there will be an icing on the play for IHA, so draw will be in their zone.
Yeah, definitely a nice back check by Caden Big Plume there, and just trying to keep it as close as you can here. Every chance matters in a one-goal game.
No doubt about it. It truly is a game of inches now for IHA. Going to be played up. It's going to be sent across, and that is going to be saved by Kreis. And shot. That gets saved by Hiscock. Ends up going out of play.
And another good back check by Big Plume. That seems to be something that he likes to do often. Is, you know, he plays some good defensive hockey. You know, I don't see him getting too far out of the play, and it doesn't look like he's one of the guys who's looking for that stretch pass and getting too eager.
Draws one by the Hounds. Number 12. That's going to be sent on net. Going to be recovered by IHA. Stevenson going to send that across to Miller. Miller sending that in. Going to be sent out. And shot. That's going to be saved. Turned away there by Todd Hiscock. Going to be along the boards now. And now here comes number 85. And now it's going to be taken the other way. It's going to be Karksmeyers with it. And now number 15, Lane Johnson. Sent that up. That's going to be Riley Madden now with the puck. Madden shoots, rebound there, cleared away by the Hounds, and now they go with it now. Number 17, Schlatt. Schlatt with a nice dangle, but couldn't beat the second player, the second defenseman. Pretty sure Schlatt also lost his net guard on that one. If you guys can't see that, it's not in play right now. Ref just picked it up. Trey Schofield now. He's going to go across to number 5 and Corwin Ross. Kreis now sending it up in the zone. It's going to be played up to Hood now. Hood now coming in. Hood shoots off the crossbar. What a chance there for Hood. Now, here is McLean Cooney. Puck out in front. Here's a chance. Loose puck there. And for the third time today, Notre Dame cannot capitalize on a mad scramble in front. Zabchuk now with the puck. He sends that out in front. No one there to put it home. Bates with it now. Chad Bates continuing with it. Goes up to the point. That was sent in by team captain Baden Powell. Powell now tries putting that one on net, but that doesn't get through. And looked like there was a holding there on Elliott Canton, but ref looked the other way. It's going to be sent into the zone. Going to be no icing on the play. Less than a minute and 30 remaining in this period. 2-1 is the lead for Notre Dame in this game. Nice dangle by Pickering. Pickering now shoots, blockered away by Andrew Kreis. Now there's the extra attacker, Murray. Tried going up to a teammate, but unable to. Big Plume now going over to his teammate and Tayson Swampy. Pickering now, the puck. It's going to be sent into the zone, into Notre Dame's. Aiden Murray now going to play that off the boards. Murray gets hit there. Gets back up right away. Big Plume calling for the pass. That was behind him. Under a minute to play in this game now. A shot now from Pickering. Rebound there. It's loose. It's behind the net. And all Notre Dame's going to do here is send it down for an icing. And what a chance there for IHA, Cody. So close to tying this game at 2.
Yeah, definitely some good opportunities there for IHA, and looks like they are going with the 6-on-5, pulled the goalie here.
And I was just going to ask you, do you think they're going to call a timeout? I guess the ref is starting to read my mind now, Coach.
Yeah, definitely.
Or the coach.
The coach is definitely reading your mind here. And it's a good play. Obviously, with 32 seconds left, you're going to have all your best players out there for IHA. And, I mean, granted, same thing for Notre Dame here. They're going to see the open net, and they're going to want to play as good defensively here to shut down this steamrolling IHA team late in this period.
So you're expecting, like, your Big Plumes out there, your Aiden Murrays, players like that?
You bet. I think we're going to see all of their top guys.
No doubt about it, and I guess there is no Aiden Murray out there for Notre Dame by going with some of their top players. Big Plume is out there. They're going to line him up.
This will be an important face-off.
Taking the draw is Tayson Swampy and Aaron Shanks. Draw is going to be possessed by IHA. Notre Dame gets it out. 25 seconds remaining in this game. Now Sam Pickering takes it behind the net. Goes to number 3 in Schofield. Going to be up to Big Plume now near the blue line. Nice play there by Aiden Miller. 10 seconds remaining in this game. 5 seconds now. IHA looking to get one more shot on net. They got to rebound here, and IHA not enough time, and a huge save there by Andrew Kreis. Notre Dame in their final game of the weekend, only playing 2 since the Edge was not able to come to this tournament. They will end up as the only undefeated team coming out of this showcase weekend in terms of what's happening games this weekend. So a 2-1 win for them in this game. 37-29 the shots in advantage for them, in favor of them, in favor for them, I guess. Talking about this game, what we saw from IHA in this period, of course, getting a goal scored by Caden Big Plume.
Yeah, definitely a late game push by IHA there from some of their bigger offensive players, and definitely a stronger period in that third period from IHA.
And IHA will be in action later tonight on ASTV Productions at 6 p.m. facing off against Prairie. You'd have to think that Prairie in their second matchup against them after losing against Pilot Mountain is going to be coming out angry in that game. But let's talk about this game. Just talk about Notre Dame, how they finished off this game in this third period, being able to hold on.
Yeah, definitely able to hold on to the lead there late with, as we mentioned, IHA's hard push. All of IHA's top guns were firing in all cylinders late, trying to get it tied up and push it to overtime and see if we could have made it another Cinderella story.
Well, it just fell short, 2-1 in today's game. And Cody Wall has something to say here. Cody.
Yeah. After we kind of mentioned all you at home commenting where you're watching us from, looks like we have somebody watching us from Australia. So welcome to ASTV's Productions, and we appreciate the viewership from all the way down in Australia.
So our viewership's coming from the land down under now. That's nuts. That's crazy. I would have never imagined that. That's wild, eh, Cody?
Yeah, it's crazy how far the internet can reach when you think about it there, Graham.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, thank you to that viewer for, watching us from Australia. I'm not sure what the time is. I imagine it's like nighttime there right now. Not really good with my time zones off the top of my head. Would have to look at my clocks app on my iPhone. But let's end off with this. The Align Your Mind player of the game. I know we only picked one last game, but I feel like in this game, two is warranted in terms of just one from IHA and one from Notre Dame as well.
Yeah, you know what? IHA, I'm going to go with number 35, goaltender Todd Hiscock. He faced 40 shots today, or almost 40 shots, I apologize, and only let 2 get by him. For a team that, coming into it looked like they maybe struggled a little bit keeping the puck out of the net, he definitely was able to do his part and keep it close. And in regards to Notre Dame, I mentioned him a little bit earlier. He was red hot in the first and second period, maybe cooled off a little bit as the game progressed, but that was number 16, Keegan Gamble. He had that first goal to put Notre Dame ahead 1-0 in that early second period, and as I mentioned, he was throwing the body, doing all the little things right, and he would be my Align Your Mind player of the game for Notre Dame.
Yeah, not going to lie to you, Cody. I saw those two coming from you because just the praise you were giving both Keegan Gamble and Todd Hiscock in today's game. So that's going to do it for our post-game show, ladies and gentlemen. But before we end off, of course, International Hockey Academy will be in action again tonight at 6 p.m. against Prairie Hockey Academy. Prairie looking to bounce back after dropping a 4-3 shootout loss to Pilot Mound to the Buffaloes earlier today in our first game that happened at 9 a.m. Of course, this game coming up against IHA and Prairie Hockey Academy will not have any play-by-play or color commentary. It's just going to be us recording the game so you guys at home from wherever you are, whether it be Texas or Australia or wherever else, can still watch this game if you want to tune in. And for us, Cody, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. to watch the final game of the showcase between the Buffaloes U17 program from Pilot Mound Hockey Academy and the International Hockey Academy for one more time at 10 a.m. And then also finishing off our coverage for the weekend is an exhibition game between the U18 Female Prep Buffaloes and the Pembina Valley Hawks from the MFHL here at Blackjack Stewart Arena at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. But until then, folks, I've been your play-by-play commentator, Graham Forsyth, along with Cody Wall. Thank you all for tuning in to this contest between the Notre Dame Hounds and the International Hockey Academy U17 program. Notre Dame takes it 2-1 to finish off their weekend undefeated here at Blackjack Stewart Arena. Of course, this third period was brought to you by Dokes Bulk Fuels. For all your petroleum needs, contact Dokes Bulk Fuels today. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. A wonderful afternoon, and have a good night. Graham Forsyth and Cody Wall signing off now from Blackjack Stewart Arena.